Okay, so here's how to take the ham off the deer, and I'm going to show you how to knock off his shank. So, or as most people call it, whole ham, which that can mean different things. But either way, right here you got this divider in the middle, this little seam. You can't really go between it. Either you're going to be on one side or the other of it. Just like when these people gutted it, they went there and messed all good piece of this top round up, because here's a top round cap and here's a top round, and I got to trim all that off, which it's hunting, you know, it is what it is. But anyways, you come up here, you can feel that bone of the hip right there sticking out, the hip bone. And just to exaggerate it some, I'll try to, I mean, you can see it right there. So anyways, I'll take out your innerloins first, or your tenderloin technically. Because right here when you go take his ham off, you'll cut a piece of that tenderloin in two. But anyways, give it a feel, get behind it, and just use the tip of that knife. That's all you're using. And try to do it in one piece best you can. When you get to the seam, go, like I said, this side of it, because we're on this side. So go that side of the seam, just keep removing it. I got in that little ball joint, and I'll try to explain that here in a second. Okay, now the way it lays in there, you can see that ball joint. And the hip bone comes down the curve, comes up, goes into the ball joint, comes out, and then it comes back down again. There's actually a point down here, and I'll explain that in a second. But as soon as you get over that ball joint, turn it back. Turn it, but don't go straight through it, because you're going to miss your oyster. You're going to knock off a good bit of your bottom round. You're going to knock off a good bit of your tip. Don't do that. So as soon as you get over that, keep that knife angled back towards the animal, make sure you're feeling that hip bone. And keep on coming around the other side. Wait. All right, now you keep on reaching back in there, and you can see the bone all in here. Keep feeling that. Just keep coming off that bone. Now here's the point of the hip bone. I bring the leg up, bring the back of my knife, and just keep nicking it until you come around. So there's your hip all took out. And here's what a ham supposed to look like. If it ain't got this top on it, you messed up. You left meat behind. So hopefully y'all understand that. Now this is just a whole ham. So any finished product, make sure it is hairless and it ain't got no bloodshot stuff. I'm going to remove that. And I can go ahead and tell you, they probably don't want all this fat on the back, which this ham looks pretty good. That ham I got to Dr. Something Fierce. But anyway, trimming up blood, junk we don't want. Now in the whole hams, there's glands and stuff in there, and that sucks. So, but that's what the customer wants, so it is what it is. But I can remove this one up near the oyster right here. I can get in there and pull that one out. Get it out the way. So I can at least get rid of that one, but that's about all I can do for them. Roll it over and look at all the fat. So, same thing, gonna get my knife stilled up, listen to it, make sure it's straight.
Not stabbing yourself?
Not stabbing you, yes, not stabbing thumb, that's bad juju. But you can just kind of get over here to one side and just skate under it. You can feel the fat and you can kind of shim off of just little thin slivers of meat left behind. There's only so much you can do. Same thing over here, I'm sure they don't want that in their finished product. People tend to not like deer fat for whatever reason. And you just keep skating it off there and all that good stuff. Try not to hit innerloins, which those ain't trimmed or finished yet, so now y'all know. Now you got most of the fat off, roll it over. Now some deer you can move them back and forth and see that joint moving around, some of them you can't. But regardless, if there's it ain't really a kneecap, but there's a little pocket of fat right there that you can bury your knife in. Hit it, roll over the top, there's that joint. Just get in there, hit it again, roll around, cut that shank. There you go, shank's off. Well, that's a whole ham. You can get in there and come back on the shank and come in here and take this off and come back with a saw and cut that off and kind of leave that attached, but like I said, this is big enough. That's probably what most people is going to consider a whole ham. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed that, and tune in next week for all that bull crap.